I was talking fantasy football with my friends the other day.
Alan, Josh?
Well. Look who's back. Where the hell have you been?
Do you think we'd be sued if we use that Pinky and the Brain soundbite?
Go away now, Josh.
Probably not, because
Actually, my
nobody
name
knows
is
who we are.
The working white kid with a Cub
There
Scout
you go.
bandana on his head.
Don't sue us.
Echo.
Tango.
On.
Well, no, I want him to sue us, because then we get more exposure.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's not like we had anything to take anyway.
Yeah, right?
Here, you can have my V.
Don't take Victoria.
Hey, look who joined us. Hey, welcome back to Bent on Fantasy Football. I'm your host, Alan Bentley.
And I'm your other host, Josh Worley.
Yep, and what are we doing this week? We have
Special
anything?
Halloween
Oh,
episode.
that's right.
Yes,
Let's do
we
that.
didn't get costumes or no decorations or anything, unfortunately.
No, I mean, we're dressed as football players.
Yeah, we are. We
They
are.
suck.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's who we are. But
Yeah.
no, that's not our costumes. We dress like this every week. You know that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
actually twice a week on Sundays also. But anyway,
I want to know about that.
we have some beers to get to this week. You want to get those done?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's
Let's
do
get
that.
the beers done. So,
All right.
Me go
I think
first?
I think you went first. I think you went first.
Just-
last
okay,
couple
just
weeks,
go.
So I'll go. All right. So my can says WTF. Wow, that's fantastic.
yeah, I don't think
And-
that's what it stands for,
It-
actually.
it
but
is. It says so right there. Worthy Labels made this, so that's
Did
what it says.
they misspelled, there's no C. There's no I between there. Or-
Fantastic. Yeah, there is.
oh
There's
my
right
God,
there.
they
See,
ran
right
out of
there.
room.
No, right there. See, right there, the dot. Right. Anyway, move
Yeah,
on.
wrong font
Move
size.
on,
So
move on.
Worley Labels really screwed the
Keep the show
pooch.
moving. Keep the show moving. All right. Anyway,
So what's fantastic?
that is actually a whole can of sarcasm I have right there. This has been a horrible couple weeks for receivers
God, it has been.
and
Yeah.
for fantasy football in general.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about some of these things as we go along and you know, kind of get into some of the different things we're doing on the show, which, by the way, we looked at it. There's absolutely no substance. You guys will love this. Josh,
we never have any substance to the
we
show.
might even be on the negative scale on this one. So, Josh, go ahead and show us what's on your game.
All right, mine. This Halloween theme, guys. Happy Halloween. But mine says trick or treat meltdown. Okay, I'm not having a trick or treat meltdown, but the guy who I played against, Springfield Meltdowns, who was 7-0, and I was 1-6. I kicked his ass, guys, by 30-something points. So
You did.
you're having the meltdown there,
Yep.
not
Now-
me.
Now that's who I'm right behind him in the standings. Unfortunately, I lost this week. I was way ahead, and then it dwindled pretty quickly, and Sunday night killed me. So anyway,
Oh my God, yeah, you gave up like 50, 60 points in that game, didn't
yeah,
you?
this whole weekend was a rough weekend. Part of
Yeah.
our wow, that's fantastic sarcasm too is that Bears game. We'll talk more about.
Oh, I don't
that in just a
even-
minute.
I was at the bar with my dad playing darts, and I couldn't believe the ending.
That was
It was
horrible.
nuts.
All
But
right. Anyway, let's get these beers open.
let's do it
All right, guys, sit back, pop open a cold one.
and enjoy the show. Oh, that's delicious. Now, we want to remind you guys, we do this show for you. We love doing it. But like, share, subscribe, please. We love seeing the new views and the new subscribers and comments, even if they're like, Josh is handsome, Alan is gross. I mean,
More handsomer
more handsomer, most handsomest. Yes, I don't.
on top of being
Yes,
more
I'm an
handsome.
English major, guys. I almost want to stick a needle in my eye just saying stuff like that. But
You want to stick a needle in my eye too?
yes, I do. I
Because you're
do.
saying it, huh?
Yes, I do.
I understand.
But no, we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Get our names out there. Hopefully, you guys will have a safe and happy Halloween this week.
Yes, please.
It's only
do.
2 days away, so by the time you see this, they're going to see this before Halloween.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to do a post Halloween show, and there's a reason why. We might have another guest on the show that related to somebody else that's on the show currently. That I don't know,
Yes.
that I'm not making any naming any names or anything, but just somebody I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're saying it could happen any day now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I'm saying after Halloween we should have a post-Halloween show. Or this is pre-Halloween. It'll be post-Halloween.
Oh yes.
and
yes.
we should have somebody's relative on the show.
Yes. I get it, Alan. I get it. Stop pointing.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you caught the subtle hint there.
Yes, I did. I did.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
So let's jump right into this because I want to get to drinking this beer. So thank you guys also for subscribing, and sharing. Those of you who haven't, please do. Let's talk about what's got us gubbed.
God, what's got us spent? You want me to go first? Because mine is short and sweet.
Yeah, mine's gonna be a little bit of a rant, but go ahead.
Guys, I get the mail every day, and there's bills in there which I hate to pay, but I do. There's other stuff in there, junk mail, but I was telling Alan before the show, I got 17 pieces of mail in the last couple days, and all 17 of them were political advertisements or solicitations. I know who I'm voting for. I already voted. I know who I voted for. You're voting on
the
Super
day.
Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you know who you're voting for, so
Yep.
what the hell, man?
Yeah, and I know that they don't know that when they deliver those things, but you know what? I'm good. I mean,
Can you imagine the mailmen that walk around though, or mailmen and women that walk around with those carriers? Can you imagine the shit that is just stacked in there?
you should be able to like filter that stuff before it even gets to you. Cause,
Yes.
I know that kind of defeats the purpose of mail, but also eliminates a
I
lot of
know.
spam mail too. But or actually snail mail, spam. Snail.
Like every text I get from you, I just hit spam on it. So
Right, and delete by rule.
yes.
Garbage. Yeah, so let's get on to my gub.
Okay, I have a feeling I know what you're talking
So
about.
again, part of this. Wow, that's fantastic sarcasm, Can. The Chicago Bears game. I know. Yeah, I talk enough about the Bears on this show, but this one really irks me. Terrible loss. Man, horrible clock management before that, and terrible loss.
To say the least, I mean it was atrocious.
That's probably the worst way you can lose. For those of you who have been living under a rock someplace, they threw a bomb and it bounced off of Bears defenders and right into Washington's hands, and touchdown, game over.
And it didn't even look like there was anybody back behind the Bears defense. I mean,
And you know, that's the thing, is they were all focused on where the ball was going. They weren't focused on where the ball could end up.
right.
So they had one player, I think one player, maybe two players at the front of that pile, kind of to fend off the guy that was at the front of the pile towards the kicker.
They were 3-4 yards ahead of him.
And then behind it, though, he was all alone. There was nobody anywhere
Right,
near
that's
him.
what I'm saying. They were playing the ball, not the player, which
Exactly.
is ridiculous.
Well,
the ball
that-
can't
see-
catch itself.
See, let me kind of draw this out for you, though. Typically, in this kind of a Hail Mary type of thing, the offense tries to bunch up in the middle, right, or
Right.
wherever they're going to do it, and then they try to have a person on the top and on the bottom in case it goes one of the two ways, or they'll go side to side, usually top and bottom.
You're speaking my language now.
All right, you got it. And what the Bears did is they covered the bottom of part of it, so the part closest to the line of scrimmage. The part behind is where the ball ended up,
Mm-hmm.
with somebody just standing just waiting for the ball to fall in their arms, and it did.
It did.
And
It sure did.
so that was poor special teams coaching on the Bears' part, or horrible execution on the special teams of Chicago. So either way, it spells trouble in an area that you wouldn't normally think is going to be a problem.
Their whole 2-minute defense was kind of crap to even let them get that far, though, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 53-yard pass or something like that.
Something like that. But they had already completed a couple passes before that to even get that far.
I understand that, but at 53 yards, you figure you should be at least semi-safe with logical defense, if you will.
Yeah.
But anyway,
They were doing so good, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, and that was a quality team that they played, and they lost by a whisker. They lost by chance, really. They really
They did. I agree.
So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to whine about it. I am going to whine about how bad the execution was on either the coaching staff or the special teams, and that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yep, and want to move on to...
Yes, thank God The Dodgers could win it tonight, so we don't have
Yes.
to talk about baseball ever
Yes.
again. 4-0, come on, 4-0, guys, because
Yeah.
I can't wait for baseball to be over.
Sweep the
So,
Yanks. Sweep the Yanks.
Yes.
Sweep the Yanks.
but yeah, that's all we got to say about
I'm
that.
not a
So,
Dodgers fan either.
I actually am. I'm a Diamondbacks fan first, and then a Dodgers fan second. But football takes precedence. Come
Cubs,
on.
Sox.
Yes.
But, and you know, okay, Cubs.
Yes.
And used to be Sox.
Yeah.
When
But
they
if
had-
football's on, baseball's a bastard stepchild, right?
Exactly, redheaded bit. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not even go that far. But anyway, we're not going to stoop to some more political foes antics. So,
All right, so anyway, let's get on to Womp.
okay.
Let's commence to Womp then.
We haven't said anything about our guest on the show yet.
So we were going to talk about it. Just point.
Oh, okay.
You know.
We have a guest on the show tonight. This is,
His name cannot be spoken.
well, here's the thing, guys. We're going to do a contest this week. And we're going to give out a $25 Starbucks gift card to the person who comes up with the most creative name for our new guest back here. This is Miss Fortune's mother. She's a voodoo priestess, it looks like. I don't even want to look at her because I'm scared to death what she's going to do to us. But what can we name her? So the most creative name will win a $25 Starbucks gift card.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Did you steal a Starbucks gift card?
I didn't say it has to work. I just had
Okay. So we can draw one up. This is legal and everything?
yes. So
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Well, are you sure it's legal?
I'm.
All
I
right. wait.
don't. It's legal, Alan.
Well-
We're not gonna do. Never mind. We're not gonna do things to
All
the
right,
skeleton
fine,
that are not
fine,
illegal.
fine.
That are illegal.
Fine. All right. Let's. All right. Anyway.
So we want to think of the most creative name for Miss Fortune's mother here.
We're gonna need your ID too. Some kind of proof of where you live.
I think she went to high school with McCaskey because Virginia's 101. She might be about the same age.
Yeah. She's really close, but you know, there's been rumors about Virginia McCaskey actually being Miss Fortune. But we won't talk any more about that. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, she's about 130 then, I guess. So.
Yeah. At least.
Oh well, we'll see.
All right. Let's Womp.
But have you ever seen Virginia McCaskey and the devil in the same room together? No.
I have, but you know what? What it was the devil wearing a Virginia McCaskey mask to scare the hell out of me.
Yes.
Did it scare the hell out of me, devil?
Oh my God.
Okay.
So we're gonna do.
It's not as much fun if I have to explain it.
We're gonna do something a little different this week, guys. We got our butts kicked last week, and of course, Devontae Adams, my pick of under 2.5 weeks to score 18 points, and Allen's under 2.5 weeks for Amari Cooper to score 18 points. They both lost, so
we decided we suck at that.
we're 35 and 35 as a team, guys. Okay,
I decided we suck at that.
we were at 60% after last week, and now we're at 50%. We went 0 and 10, or no, we went 3 and 7.
3 and 7.
But technically, we went 3 and 9 because our 2 week picks matured and both of them lost. So there you go. Now, Halloween theme. We're gonna do something a little fun this week. Yay! I'm so excited. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I picked 5 games, or we picked 5 games that have really, really scary lines. And
You picked 5 games.
I picked 5 games that really have really, really scary lines, and we'll talk about that. I'm gonna do those. And then I got some Halloween, not Halloween, but scary trivia for Alan on the other 5. So I wrote A and J, so we know which one is for who. But you guys will kind of figure out what's going on here in a minute.
I have a question real quick.
What, Alan?
So initially, I said to label all the ones A, right? And then you filled in the other ones, and then all right, so we're good.
A and J.
Yeah, all you had to do is label the ones A. You know who the other ones would be for.
I wanted to feel part of this, Alan. Okay, I wanted to feel part of our.
Show does have my name. Just saying.
Yes.
All right, let's
All right, let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna spin it first. So if it lands on A, this is Alan's question. If it's mine, then it's my pick. Damn, that wheel is awesome this week. Is that me? All right, that's me.
What Josh doesn't What Josh doesn't know is when he was out of the room just a minute ago, I kind of moved all these around. And
I was
switched them
never
up.
out of the room, Alan.
All right. Well, let's just see what happens. Let's go ahead.
Okay, yes, I was never out of the room. So you didn't do anything.
You weren't sure if you were out of the room. That was the trick.
This game scares the crap out of me, guys. Chicago and Arizona. This is our two teams here.
Ooh.
Okay. After how Chicago looked and after how Arizona looked, Arizona actually won on the road, and I'm actually really happy about that. But I don't know. Neither team are really world beaters, would you say? I mean, they're kind of getting by the seat of their pants.
Well, I would say that Arizona knows who they are.
Yeah, and the Bears are who we thought they were. So,
Yep. The Bears are who they thought they were. Was.
And I love my Cards, guys, but Arizona's a 1-point favorite at home. I'm gonna go Chicago +1. I really am.
All right. So is that the only reason you're doing that? Is because of who the home team is? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So what's your reasoning behind it? Then? Tell me. Do you like the Bears offense? You hate the Bears defense?
I like the Bears offense. This week was kind of fluky. This was a really, really weird week, guys. Without Jane Daniel playing, I think Bears could have beat them by a touchdown or two. But Jane Daniels is such a big difference maker right now.
Did you see the odds before the game?
I did.
Did you see there was a 2-point shift in the odds or 3-point
There
shift?
was a 5-point shift between the day before and game time.
Okay, so what I seen was before, not too long, like an hour or 2 hours or whatever it was before they made the announcement, and then right after they made the announcement, it jumped like at 3 points at that point. So I think it was like climbing.
Yeah, it was actually 5.5 within a day. It went from Bears -1.5 to Washington -4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge, guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Bears look good. They don't look the best. I mean, they're no Detroit in that division. But then again, my Cards, guys, they're not a very good team. I mean, they're barely scraping by. They do not look like the Cards that I wish they were, to be honest with you. So even though it's in Arizona, I like the Bears +1.
What do you think of Kyler Murray from a fantasy perspective?
I like Trey McBride more than I like Kyler Murray. That offense has so many questions, though. I mean, James Conner has been injured every single year of his career. What's going to happen if he goes down? I mean, that whole offensive game plan could go to shit, you know?
Well, not even what if. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, so let me just say this.
He's not going to get benched. Kyler Murray is their starter for years into the future, but they're not as good of a team as everybody thinks they are.
All right, Bears defense, Arizona's offense. Who wins that battle?
Oh, Bears defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opposite way.
Arizona's defense is not very good. So
you think the Bears win on both sides of the ball?
God, DeAndre Swift is going nuts right now. Yeah.
Execution was horrible.
It was.
I'll say this. I think the Bears are going to win too, but the Bears have a lot of. They're growing. They are not a let's just change up the roster and we're going to be a championship team type of thing. This is a progress. This is a progression.
Work in progress, yeah.
It's a progression. You get better and better every year. You put more talent. You fill the holes that are a problem. Which
You just said fill the holes.
the ones that are problems. But anyway, you do that and you try to get better over time. It's not a 1-year thing. So that being said, fantasy wise, I don't really see a whole lot of points on the Bears side. The only possible way would be that I see of. Unless there's a big
Swift.
pass play, is Swift. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Swift is
or maybe a defensive.
Yeah, Swift actually leads the league in 10+ yard rushes. Do you realize that? I mean, that sounds crazy right now with some of the numbers Kyron's been putting up.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the numbers Saquon, our guy, Derrick Henry. Oh my God, I was drawing a blank.
Like our guy.
Yeah, but DeAndre Swift actually leads the league in 10+ yard rushes. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Is he really the only reliable part of that offense?
Yeah, and it's funny too because they can the offensive line can make those quick holes, but they can't get enough protection for Caleb Williams to throw without a problem.
I wrote it under Alan. I gotta write it under me.
All right.
So we're gonna find out this week Or no, we'll just spin and then I'll go. But my cards are not good, guys, on either side of the ball. Really, I don't know why they're winning games. I really don't.
Because the other teams have sucked worse.
Yes. So that's you.
Oh, this is an 8. Why'd you put 2 A's next to each other? That ain't cool.
All right. So here's the deal, guys, with Alan. So I picked 5 of the scariest players in the NFL history. And Alan has to guess if they were born. Yes, you know all these people. You said earlier, I might not know them. Of course you do. If you're a football fan, you know these guys. But 5 of the scariest NFL players in history. And I picked a scary event in our history. And you have to pick if that player was born before or after. So do you want to read it out loud? And
I can. At the bottom it says Psycho. At the top it says LT. I'm assuming that means Lloyd Taylor.
Says who?
Lloyd Taylor.
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Just say it.
If you know, you know. Anyway, what?
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
So Lawrence Taylor was one of the scariest defensive linemen in NFL history, right?
I can say that, yeah.
Yeah. So the movie Psycho is considered by many a Hitchcockian classic. Yes, I said Hitchcockian, so don't even laugh about that. Was Lawrence Taylor born before or after Psycho came out?
Well, how old is Lawrence Taylor?
I'm not going to answer that for you. You should know these things. So
I'm supposed to know that?
LT.
Now, are we talking the original Psycho? Because there was multiple versions that we're talking
Oh,
about.
we're not talking about the remake with Vince Vaughn that was shot for shot, same as the original Psycho with Anthony Perkins. Yes.
I don't need any curveballs thrown at me here.
Quit
all right?
stalling. It was Anthony Perkins.
All right. Is LT older or younger than Psycho?
Yes.
He is younger.
He's older.
That's what I said. He's older.
No, you did not. That's a loss.
You don't have proof of that.
All right. So Lawrence Taylor was born February 4th, 1959. Psycho came out in 60. So there you go.
So I missed it by 10 months. Are you kidding me? All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. Spin.
That's like going to court saying, "Are you serious, Judge? I missed my court date by 10 months. Is that an issue?" I forgot to feed the dog by 10 months. Why is that so important?
Yeah. Why is it? Hey,
All right, this is me. Okay, guys, this is another scary game here. Miami at Buffalo. You guys know our feelings about Tua. We don't want him to get hurt. But that offense looks a lot better with him in there, doesn't it?
It does.
Buffalo is
it ain't no place to go but up. In all honesty.
Yeah, Buffalo is a 6-point favorite at home. I think Miami's gonna put up a game. I think Miami could win this on the road. Last time I said that, they got blown out by Buffalo. But I think Miami is gonna cover that 6. I really do. I like it.
Miami.
Miami, like Pitbull says. I don't know, it's not Pitbull. I don't. Will Smith.
What's going on with Miami anyway? They're like winning for some reason.
I have no idea.
I don't understand it.
Well, Tua's back, but you and I both have feelings about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We don't want him to be back, but he's back.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. This one is.
Is that you?
It is. How do I keep
Okay.
it? How do I keep it?
Awesome. All right. So I got my
This
little
thing
cheat sheet
rigged.
here. I researched this. I'm like Amy Santiago, Detective Amy Santiago. I have a chart.
Pearl Harbor.
Jack Tatum.
In who?
Jack Tatum.
Okay.
The old Steelers
Yeah.
defense.
All right.
You know Jack Tatum.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah,
Can
so-
we keep this moving?
So was Jack Tatum born before or after Pearl Harbor?
Ooh, he was. That's close. That's very close because it's. Ooh, that's very close. I'm gonna say after.
Okay, it wasn't as close as you think. I thought it was a lot closer before I did the research. He was born in 48. Pearl Harbor was 41.
41, right.
So, yeah, so you won that one. Yes.
I thought he was a little older than that. but
No,
apparently-
he was born,
Apparently, Josh knows everything, and that's cool.
well,
I know it's
Google
cool.
knows everything. I didn't know he was born in 48.
Yeah, when Google doesn't know, it calls you and asks.
All right, so Alan is 1-1 so far, so there you go.
I am 1-1. Your turn, Josh. Spinarooski,
All right,
man.
did you like that one, though? That was kind of a curveball,
That was
because
a hard one.
I thought they were right around the same time,
Yeah,
but you know
yeah.
what?
Yep.
I'm going to just flip over to this one, so because the other one was you. So All right, this game, I don't know what the hell to think about this game. This game terrifies me right here.
Dallas and Atlanta.
Dallas and Atlanta. Atlanta at home is minus 2.5 point favorite.
Which in and of itself is weird.
Yeah, but Dallas terrifies me in and itself too. I mean, last week I picked the San Fran running backs to go over 200 against them in one of our picks. They went for almost 250, guys.
All right, let me ask you something. What have I always called Dallas for years? The last few seasons I've called Dallas every year.
Pretender.
Huh?
Pretender.
No. A house of
Cards.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they have a running back.
they do not.
Okay.
They have three that don't even equal the decent
House
one.
of Cards is crumbling then.
Yes.
If they don't have one of those pieces, they're no good. And I don't mean that from a talent perspective. I just mean they can't work as a team. That's my opinion.
Yes, and I'm gonna take Atlanta minus 2.5 because I really like Bijan and Tyler Algier. I think they might shred them for close to 3. To be honest with you, what do you think?
They might. Could happen.
Here's the thing though with Dallas. Dallas is a weird fantasy team right now because CeeDee Lamb put up 40 something last week. He put up 20 something the week before that. They're scoring good fantasy points, guys. Even Zeke got 14 for me 2 weeks ago on my bench. I'm not starting him, and if you are, you're dumb.
Yeah,
But
knock that off right immediately.
Dallas is like a unicorn for fantasy numbers, but they just can't win an NFL game. That's the problem. They're horrible. So I'm going to take Atlanta minus 2.5. That being said, Atlanta might win by 10, but Dak and Lamb might score 100 fantasy.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, my turn.
Your turn.
Let's see if this movie the other one that you were on before. Cause this one's for you, Josh. So
No. Go to the next
Oh,
one that
come
is
on.
yours.
pick my poison.
Yes.
I feel like I'm in Saw movies or something. Dick Butkus, atomic bomb. First atomic bomb.
Okay, the first detonation of the atomic bomb or Dick Butkus? Was Dick Butkus born before
Okay, but we
or
were
after the first detonation of the atomic bomb?
okay, but are we talking one of the ones that went on to Japan?
The first test.
The first test?
Yes.
So we're not talking the
The
ones
first actual detonation of the atomic bomb.
okay, but was it on Japan? Because I think they did a test before that, right?
This
Is
is
that
the
what we're
date.
talking
This
about,
is the
or-
date of the first detonation of the atomic bomb. This is the test.
The actual bomb.
Yes.
The live one.
Yes.
The one that killed people.
You know what?
Did it kill Japanese people?
Are you stalling? Just say
No.
yes or just say before or after. Was Dick Butkus born before or after?
He was born before that.
He was. Dick Butkus was born December 9th, 42. The first actual test of the atomic bomb.
Okay, test. How am I going to know when they tested? I don't have access to government.
Well, it
files.
was the first official detonation was 45. Okay, so you win that one. So
When did they drop it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
I have no idea.
Chemotherapy, whatever.
Oh my God! Shut up. The first detonation. Oh, I can't show you this because that is the other answers on it. So okay, so you're 2-1. I appreciate that. There you go, brother.
All right, you ready?
You're smarter than I thought.
I am not.
No, he's not.
Hey.
Alright, so that's you. So
He's
find
me.
the next me.
Oh.
Where's the next me? Right here. Okay.
Come on. I want to answer another one. I was on a roll here.
God, here's another one, guys. Cincinnati looked like absolute dog shit against Philly. We both thought that Cincy was going to win at home against Philly, didn't we? Until Hurts ran for. Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns. 2 of them were tush push touchdowns, by the way,
Yeah.
which I hate. Cincinnati's at home. What are they? -7.
Yeah, -7.
Las Vegas is not a good team, guys, but Cincinnati is not playing well either. I'm going to take Las Vegas +7, even though we both love Cincy's weapons. They just haven't been playing well, guys.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to blow out Philly last
I
week.
feel like this. I'm glad I'm not calling that one because
I told you, these are scary games, aren't
they
they?
are. Cincinnati is much better than what they've shown this whole season. Can I just rip one of the ones with
You can, yes.
Right.
Well, you only have 2 left, so what is this one?
Ray Lewis or Halloween? Oh, Halloween's older. Put it down as a win.
The movie Halloween.
No, the holiday Halloween.
So Ray Lewis, was he born before? He shares the same birthday as me. Obviously not the same year, but Alan probably doesn't even know my birthday.
You're old.
So he shares the same birthday as me, the same month and day, but not the year. But Ray Lewis, one of the
That
scariest
doesn't help at all.
linebackers in the history of the NFL, was he born before or after the release of Halloween?
Was he born before or after you?
I'm not going to answer that question, Alan. He was born before me, okay?
That didn't help at all.
Yeah,
Neither was the other way.
yeah.
So the movie Halloween.
Which was for,
I'm gonna say the movie is older.
okay, Ray Lewis is 3 years older than the movie Halloween.
Who's-
So, yeah, so funny story.
I hate this game.
I know you love the stories.
I hate this game.
I am a huge Halloween fan, guys. I have been a horror movie fan for years and years. And in high school, my buddies and I, we'd watch Halloween a lot during the season, or during the Halloween season. But I didn't realize this, and my mother told me this years later, that, okay, Halloween came out in 1978. I was born in 1979. So, yes, one of my dreams would have been to go see the original Halloween in theaters, but you know what? I did. Because my mother was pregnant with me when her and my dad went and saw Halloween in the theaters. And funny story, the house that I grew up in had a nice long hallway on their master bedroom. And my mom said she couldn't sleep for like 2 days because she was thinking that Michael Myers was going to come down that hallway. So she was pregnant with me. I saw the movie in my mother's womb.
I'm just trying to figure out where you saw it out of, because obviously.
Oh, Alan, shut up, all
Or
right.
anything.
All right, YouTube censorship, just stop right there. You're a jerk. I love you though.
How does your mom watch movies?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do my last one here and just forget you said that. So,
Sorry.
this one, guys, could be the scariest of all. Take a look at that and tell me what you think. I have no idea what to think about this. This is Thursday night's game.
Ooh, this presents a whole lot of questions.
It does. Houston and the Jets on Thursday night. Okay, Halloween night actually.
Mm-hmm.
So Jets are 2-point favorites at home, guys. Jets. We had high expectations for them, especially in Devontae. Now I will tell you this. I think defenses are keying in on Devontae right now, assuming he's the number one. That is why Garrett Wilson is scoring so highly. But the Jets offense, they've got to get something in sync. You know what I mean? Because they're getting their asses kicked, by teams that they should beat.
Before you make your pick, let me just say this. All right, so I beg to differ with you on that. I think there's something else going on. You made your pick anyway.
I made my pick anyway. You didn't see it though.
Yeah, yes I did.
Okay, well, quit looking.
Well, quit writing.
Quit looking, pervert.
Quit writing, pervy. Anyway, so I see it differently. I think there's something going on there with their offense where, because it almost seems to me, and I told you this before, where it looks like they threw Devontae Adams in there, and all of a sudden nothing works anymore. It's like they threw a big wrench into the wheel, and it stopped it or slowed it down anyway.
I agree.
That being, because I've seen receivers like him and another receiver in the same area when the ball's coming, and they shouldn't be that close to each other. So there's a mix-up somewhere.
Well, I think we know where the mix-up is. I mean, they shouldn't have fired Salah. We had who should have gotten fired? Maybe Rodgers, but that's a story for another day.
Right.
But
We'll leave that to the end of
that's
the
what
season.
happens when you get rid of your offensive-minded head coach because Rodgers wants him gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that being said, I think they have all the pieces in place to be an awesome offense. I mean, awesome.
Absolutely
I've got a
they
lot
do.
of fantasy invested in them as well. From points perspective. But if they fail, I fail too. So
yeah.
that being said, though, both sides of the ball are pretty tough in this game. Houston
Just lost Diggs.
just lost Diggs, and they just about lost the Bears, which the Bears have an awesome defense in this game, right?
Mhm.
That could go either way, in my opinion. But you made your pick. What is your pick?
I'm going to take the Jets, guys, -2. I mean, it can't get much worse. I mean, they've got to win a game. This is coming down to like a week by week they have to win. You know, they got blown out by Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago. They just lost to New England, who they should have blown out. They're what, 2-6 now?
Yeah.
So I mean, this is dire straits. I mean, this is do or die.
That's a horrible record for that team.
Yeah, this
With
is
or without Devontae Adams. That's a
the only thing that kind of gave me pause with picking Houston is CJ Stroud. His numbers are not good with his top 2 receivers down as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joe Mixon is the only bright spot on that offense. New York Jets have a pretty good rushing defense.
I was going to say, let's look at the Jets defense too. The Jets defense overall isn't bad.
It's not bad.
No, they even from a fantasy perspective, they're going to put up some points this season. How many? You know, I temper
We'll
my
see.
expectations on that, but they're going to put up some decent fantasy points, I should say. So,
Yes.
Jets with -2.5, I can live with that.
-2. Not
Oh,
2.5,
-2.
it's
I'm
-2.
sorry,
Yeah, I
-2,
picked it as of game time, or as of the start of the show today.
All right, so
So this one, MJG, Mean Joe Green.
Oh, okay, Mean Joe Green. And
Was he born? Do you know the old movie Nosferatu, the vampire movie?
no.
Oh my God, are you serious? One of the classic,
No,
like,
but I'll be happy to guess.
no.
Is it for me?
No, it's Trisha calling. All right, I'll call her back after the show. I love you. I will call you after the show. Mean Joe Green, was he born before or after Nosferatu came out?
What year was Nosferatu?
I can't tell you that.
Hey man, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I guess I'm guessing anyway. So, Mean Joe Green. I think the other thing, whatever that was again, was before the commercial where Mean Joe Green gave his jersey away.
It was, but was he born before?
I'm walking myself through this. I'm gonna go with Mean Joe Green is younger than that thing, the other thing, whatever.
So what came first?
The chicken or the egg? No, not Mean Joe Green. We'll say that.
Okay, yes, 24 years, Nosferatu, 1922. So
Yeah,
that one,
I knew it had to be as old as me.
I knew that one. That's obvious, guys. But I knew Alan didn't know Nosferatu, so that would have thrown a wrench in his. It was a silent movie.
But yet, I am an excellent guesser.
You are.
All right, guys. I do want to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and share. We didn't get as much into some of the fantasy players we wanted to get into this week.
Do we ever?
No, not really. But this week we have an excuse because it's Halloween. We have a guest on the show.
Yes.
You guys need to name our guest. So, and no, none of those wonky emails you guys send sometimes. Like, hey, is that what's her name? The one that was on Friends.
Lisa Kudrow?
No, the other
Courtney
one.
Cox?
Courtney Cox.
Oh
It
my
kinda
God.
looks like her.
It does, actually.
Well, I mean, if Courtney Cox had multicolored hair because they have the same figure.
Oh my God.
So Courtney Cox, supposedly Courtney Cox has skin, but that's another story. We'll talk about that on another show. Sorry, Courtney, if you're
Supposedly,
watching.
right?
Supposedly. But thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos. Please keep doing that. For those of you who have not done that, please do so.
And comment, pick a name for her. There's a $25 gift card in it for you, the winner.
Yes. So make sure you do that. I guess other than that, if you have any questions, get Ben.
On fantasy football.